Hi and welcome to the Camtasia for beginners. In this little tutorial I will show you how to use Camtasia. We will cover how to use a library, how to import and export media, add annotations, texts, how to record your screen, how to use transitions, how to add cursor effects and more. So let's start learning Camtasia with easy tutorials. If you already downloaded Camtasia, you can skip this part and start with the interface. For those who are new, you can click download free trial. It will download the complete version of Camtasia with all the features, but you will have a watermark on the exported video. This is good for you to see how Camtasia works, and if you like it, you can then just buy it. The download is simple, just click download free trial, Windows or Mac. Just click save as and save, for example, in a folder. Click save as, click save, and it will download about approximately 500 megabytes. And after the download is finished, just install it as regular and open it. When you first time open Camtasia, you will see this interface. On the left side you will have all the media, library, annotations, transitions. I will go through all of this shortly. In the middle of the screen you will have your preview, how your video looks like. You will see this later when we are going to make our Animal Kingdom documentary or something like that, just for presentation purposes, so you can see Camtasia in action. For now you can just relax and scan with me the interface of Camtasia. Let's move on. Down here on the bottom you have the timeline. Over here you will edit your video. I'll show you how. Over here you have some controls and you will see properties when we have our videos. Let's now move through the left section of Camtasia interface. Over here that says media, you can click it. Over here you will import your media, images, videos, sounds, music, and so on. The library comes with Camtasia. You can click this drop down and you can see Camtasia libraries and user libraries. This is my default library. Over here I have some timestamps or download buttons and so on, but if you click Camtasia 2011 you will see the library that consists of icons, lots of them, some intros. We will use some of these intros in our little project. I'll show you how. We can use lower thirds. This comes like this if I show you. Motion backgrounds, music tracks, and some outros. As they say, annotations. If we click over here you can see that you can add some annotations to your project. It's very straightforward. Click them all or choose between abstract, basic, bold, urban, and so on. If you click on an annotation you will see on the right side that you can move it and so on. We will do this later. And this is called the properties. If I click this green properties button, it will hide the properties. Click it again to show it. In this tab we define some text properties and call out. Okay, let's move on. Upper tabs you can see arrows, you can see shapes, blur and highlights, and some sketch motion if you need to emphasize something, and keystroke callouts. In the transitions tab you can choose which transition you wish to use between some video clips. We'll cover that later. Over here we have some behaviors that you can apply to your text, which are very interesting. And later we have animations. Over here we can zoom and pan our video or add some animations. Cursor effects on the highlighting, magnifier, left and right click cursor effects. If we click voice narration, as you can see my microphone is working, so you can just click start voice recording and it will add your voice. Of course you need to save it first. We will check that later. My recommendation here is to use audio compression. I will show you also later, that you can use to fine-tune your voice and to make it more leveled. Over here we have some visual effects like drop shadow, borders, color adjustment, removing color if you are using a green screen, and so on. I will skip interactivity because it's a quiz, and captions because this is a beginner level tutorial. Over here at the top you can manipulate your files and projects, like new project, open project, saving project. We will cover majority of this. Edit, you can see the shortcuts on the right side. We can modify, extending frame duration, adding animation, adding behavior, adding effect. You can also add them over here, captions, markers, and so on. We can hide our tools or show the tools, properties, marker track, and so on. Sharing is important because we will learn how to export our video to a local file or export just a frame. Okay, this is it from interface. Let's build our first video. Let's create our first video and let's import some media. Before we start our project, we will need some media to work with. I usually go to a website called Pixabay. Over here, just type in animals and search for some images, photos, or videos. All these images and videos are completely free for you to use in any of your project, and you don't need to credit the author, which is super nice. I already pre-downloaded everything that we will use in our project, so we have 2 images and the rest is videos. I will put this in a zip and put a link in the description of videos, so click over there and download these images and videos from my Google Drive. This is just for presentation purposes, so you can use any image you want. Now it's time to import all these images and videos to Camtasia. To do this, go on Media, click on it, and you can right click Import Media, or you can click this plus button over here, Import Media, or from Google Drive, it doesn't matter. Or the easiest way is to go to your folder and just select everything with Ctrl A and drag it inside. And the Camtasia will import all our media. Right click it, sort by type. So we have our videos here and our images like this. Our media is imported, but we need now to add our media to the project. Let's add, for example, our all. Just drag it and drop it down. Over here that says track 1 and move it all the way to the start. Our media will be placed in a tracks. Now we have track 1, track 2, but you can add another track. Just click insert track above or below. This will allow us to add images, videos and audio, all in separate tracks. As you can see, you can move your image between the tracks, or if you click on the right side here, you can click it and extend the duration. The duration will be shown up here. You can move the playhead. This playhead will use for positioning where you want to, for example, cut, split, and so on with your clips. But let's for now add our media. Now let's add a bird. Just drag and drop it. Some brown bear. Goose. Go over here and move like this. And as you can see, I will now zoom in with Ctrl and mouse wheel up. I will zoom in and go to the end, and you will see that our video with lion has some audio on it. It doesn't matter, we will move forward. Robin. This bird also have some audio. If I click up here on this over here, you will see that I'm moving this playhead and the video is moving. You can also preview video over here if you move this slider over here. With Ctrl and you are going to the end of your clip and add some water dragon. At the end we want our elephant to be the ending, the image. Okay, we now have our media and the complete duration of our little video is up 3:44. What do we want to do now? We want to move to the beginning. Just click Ctrl Home and you will be back to the home. If you unzoom it, you can use this slider to zoom in or out your timeline. You can adjust all track heights if you want to see it better. Just move this slider up and down. You can add some quiz or markers, but I will not do this now since this is a beginner level tutorial. Okay, we have now our media inside our Camtasia and put it on a timeline. If you click play, it will preview the video. Now we want to cut our images and videos, so because they are some of them are too long and we want them to be shorter. We can trim it a bit. Just click on the image, see these arrows that if you click and hold, you can move them like this and make this image shorter. You can see the duration over here that says 10 seconds. We want this to be 7 seconds. Let's move on. Let's move this bird over here. And as soon as we click this video, we see that we have a problem. And the problem is that we have those black bars up and down. First of all, we want to check our project dimensions. Go here and project settings. And we want to make HD resolution some standard size. This one. Click it. And the background color to be white. For example, move this to be white. Click it outside. We'll keep the frame rate at the 30 FPS. Apply. Let's check out our owl. Our owl is also a little bit stretched. Now let's fix this. If you click on an owl over here, you can stretch it by clicking and holding these handles. Move it up here and move it over here, and we can see that image doesn't fit the project dimensions. To fix this, you can leave this like this, but it's ugly. So just use your scroll wheel, zoom out a bit and click it like this. And fit it on the screen. We have some extra parts of images over here, so we want to crop it. So if I hold the Alt key, you can see when I press Alt, it will go to the crop tool, crop mode. So hold Alt and move it like this. Now we have our image perfectly fits our project dimensions. Let's check out the bird. Okay, I think the bird is fine. It just needs a little touch like this and stretch it until you see those yellow lines. That means that it's snapping to our edges. You can turn off or on those snapping lines by clicking here enable canvas snapping and enable playhead snapping. Playhead snapping will be this, when it snaps to the end of a clip. Okay, we have our bird. Our bird is 15 seconds long and we want to make it to be 10 seconds or 9. This is how I check the duration. I position playhead at the beginning and just stretch it to see how long it is. If you double click it, it will turn playhead into normal one. If I click this and move up and move this up so you can see better, and let me just zoom a bit. Okay, cool. We have our bird, and let's say you want to stop over here, for example, and you don't need this right part. So just click it, make sure it's selected, position playhead where you want to split the video, click over here, split. Split selected media at the playhead location. Click it, and this one just take it and click delete on your keyboard. We don't need it anymore. Same goes with the brown bear. I have a task for you. Try to delete the inner part. We want to cut this middle section. So go over here like this, and you can click this red handle and move it until it comes over here. And right now you can just go and click this cut tool, Control X, and it will just cut out the middle part. If I click play, the middle part is cutted out. So this is how you cut the middle part. This whole clip is long. It's 28 seconds long, so we just want to trim it a bit like this, and duration to be 10 seconds. Same thing with the goose. Move it here, position it, scale it. As you can see, if I click on a video, you can see the scale and opacity over here. You can make it, you can make this video more transparent, or you can scale it over here or zoom it in. it's the same. Just click this undo button and it will go back to original state. Okay, this one, we want this to be, for example, also 10 seconds. So I will go right here. I will split it, delete this part. The next part is very interesting because we have some audio on it. Lion is perfectly fitting our project rates, and you can see over here that we have our audio. Let's say you want to remove this audio from the video clip because we want to add our own audio. And I will show you where to find some free music also. You can click silence audio like this and the audio will be gone. Or you can right click it, you can separate audio and video, and now the audio is on the top. And you can delete it over here. Also, as you can see, this audio has some spikes. And we need to make this audio a little bit, natural. So let's edit our audio, for example. If we click this, and over here you can reduce the gain of the audio or the volume. You can mix it to mono, it doesn't matter right now. And you can go to audio effects over here, click it. Right now I will skip noise removal because it's a bit complicated. I included a playlist of all of my Camtasia videos that go in deep with those things. You can check it out, the link is in the description. My recommendation always is to use this audio compression. Just drag and drop it to your audio. And you can see that now it doesn't have those jagged spikes. It's better for your ear. Your audio compression can be high, medium or low, or you can just reduce some gain. Play with these options until you are satisfied. Let's delete now this audio sample and let's check it out. The duration 16 seconds. Split. Okay, now let's move this all here. Okay, the same thing. Let's trim it like this. And if you want to select more, just select them like here, drag and select them, or select them individually by holding Control. So click first one, Control second one, third one, and move them both. I mean all the three of them. Okay, we have our bird. And we have music, so we'll just silence audio. Duration is fine. Fix this. Okay, and crop it. So okay, our bear is. Check out if all the videos are working. We have now sorted our media. Now let's add some transitions and some text. Of course, don't forget to save your project. To do this, go to File, Save or Save As, and navigate to a folder, Camtasia, and over here name this project. Click Save. So this project is saved, and you can see that we have our project. It has this TSC project extension. This is different from the exported video, so you will not be able to open this with some video player, only with Camtasia. So we'll learn how to export wherever you want or upload it to YouTube. Let's now add some transitions between the clips. To do this, go to Transitions tab over here, and you can add some, for example, fade transition. Just click it and drag it. You can see the yellow color. This means that you can apply the transitions to those places. For example, if I click over here, it will apply the transitions to the both clips. Or if I click it in the middle, it will apply to the both and middle and to the another clip, like this. So let's check it out. We can also add some other transitions like fade through black, or fold, page turn, and so on and so on. This is how you add transitions to your clips. If you want to add transition only to a single clip, just separate it a bit and click this like this one and move it over here. And it will fade in from the white, because the white is the background color of our project. Let's say you want to speed it up or slow down the video. So I will now move it this ending, and let's say you want to make this video slower. Just select it, right click on it and click add clip speed. Just move it to decrease or increase the speed of the video. If you stretch it up like this, it will be very slow. Like this, or it will be faster if you make it like this. Cool. Another problem is you want to extend this frame. You want to extend only this frame. So click it, right click on it and extend frame. Over here type in, for example, 5 seconds. And the Camtasia will extend this video as image for 5 seconds. It's good to, if you have some gaps between your videos, it's good to put this in. We have another request. Let's move this a bit up. And let's reduce the size. You want to put the video of a lion above the video of this goose. So just to put it up, just select it and move it up. But now you can see the goose. What if you want to have one side of lion and another side is goose? So just select the lion, hold, you can move the opacity like this one, so we have nice effect. Opacity, but let's hold the Alt and crop the video like this. And put it up here. As you can see, you will have the video above your video. This works with images, text and other things. I will now undo everything. If you want to add some annotations, click on the Annotations tab. And over here, for example, choose this call out, or choose this call out, double click it and type in. We have arrows. For example, you can point out some things. Just drag and drop the arrow. If you select the arrow, you can use you can change the thickness of the arrow and the color over here. Also, you can add some shapes. You can blur parts of the video like this. Just drag and drop the blur effect and blur it like this. Another thing that is usual in a video editing is a zoom effect. So we want to zoom in when this all turns the head towards us. So to do this, I will just zoom in a bit timeline, go to animations and click here zoom and pan. Just drag and drop these handles and position it over here. Now if we click play, it will zoom it, but our effect is in our way. If I click play, it will zoom it, but it's a bit quick. So to extend the zoom, just drag the zoom effect like this. Now click play. And you want now to zoom back. Just hit over here, scale to fit, and it will zoom back. You can add some animations to your video. For example, scale up, and it will scale up very quickly. It's just another zoom technique that you can use. Let's add annotation. Now just click on the text, and over here we can select the theme. Over here you can select the font color, for example, to be bold. increase the size, some horizontal spacing, and we want to add this to our library. Just right click on it and add to library. Call it out. It's called blue. Okay. Now if you go to library tab and choose your default library, you will have this in your library. This will persist through all your projects, and you will be able to apply this to your to any of your projects. Like if I want timestamps, I have my check the timestamps pop up, or download button, project file from description, like this. Just delete it and delete it from your library. Click it and delete, and you are sure delete. To add text to your project, you can go to Annotations and choose this text. And of course change some font and font size and font colors. But this text is a little bit ordinary, so we want to add some cool animated text. Go to your library, select this Camtasia 2019 and choose lower thirds, for example. And let's add this crossing over here. And if I click play, sorry, you can add some cool intro animations like this, or you can choose some intros over here, like fading squares, but these are full and it will cover your image, so I recommend to use the lower thirds or this one minimal elegance that have this black background. This means that it's transparent, so you can use, for example, this one. And this is how you add some text inside, through annotations or through library effects intros. Now it's time to add some audio. I will recommend you that to download audio, you can always go to a YouTube dashboard and over there download some music. Go to your channel and click over here, audio library. And over here you have lots and lots of free music that you can use without crediting the author. So just click over here, attribution not required, and for example to be mood to be happy. And it will sort things out. So just to download it, just click download over here and save it to the resources. To import it, just like any other media, just drag and drop it directly to your timeline. Sort it out, move it like this, cut it, delete it, and you have the video with the background music on it. You can add some audio compression also, more, to level out the audio, and it will be just fine. I will skip animations for now. Cursor effects are only available if you record your computer screen with a Camtasia recorder, which is what we are going to do now. And I will show you now how to record your screen and import it to your Camtasia project. To record your screen, all you need to do is to press this record screen button, and you will see this recorder control. If you click full screen, it will record your full screen, or you can customize, click custom and choose over here the area you want to record. For example, now you can just drag this screen all over your place, and if you position it like this and click this red button, it will only record this part of screen. So if you want to go full screen, just click full screen. You can turn off or on your camera and your microphone, and make sure if you want to record some system audio that this is selected. And when you are ready, just click record. Now it records our screen. Okay, I will now make some clicks over here, okay, and click stop. If you go to media, you can see our recording over here. I will now just drag it and put it at the end. You will see our screen and our audio over here. Cool, right? If I now go to cursor effects and add right click rings and left click rings or left click target, you will see now mouse effects. This mouse effects will work only if you record with the Camtasia screen recorder. And this is how you record your screen with Camtasia. And this is practically it. All we need to do now is to export our video. Go to Share, click Local File. Over here, drop down menu, select this MP4 only, the highest resolution. Click Next. Choose where you want to export your video and name it Nature, for example. Click Save and click Finish. And just wait until it's finished. Okay, it's done. Let's check it out. Play. This is MP4 format and it can be played practically anywhere. This is it from this Camtasia tutorial. I hope it will help you. If not, you can always learn more by visiting by clicking on a playlist in the description below and check it over there how parts of Camtasia work, how to export, for example, frame, and so on and so on. Thanks for watching, have a nice day and see you in some other tutorial. Bye bye.